Hey guys, Emanfast here with our first live commentary Wi-Fi battle. As you guys know, I've uploaded Wi-Fi battles before, but they were post-commentary, and I wanted to try live commentary because that's what all the cool kids are doing, and so I thought, why not? First of all, keep in mind I'm not the best Wi-Fi battler, so I'll probably make mistakes often, very often, so keep that in mind. Don't be like yelling at your screen and ready to punch it in the face. Second of all, I'm gonna be trying out the UU tier. I don't know, that's where it's at right now. Smogon's like still arranging you a lot. Anyways, here's my team. I kind of threw together. Each Pokemon itself would be like what you'd expect it. Like, you know, that's Stealth Rocking Swampert, and then that's a normal gem Unburden. Hitmonlee, and then that's a Technician Fake Out Ambipom, and this is a special Mew, because the physical Mew is very popular right now with Drain Punches and Headbutt and stuff, so I decided to run a special one to test it out, and then this is obviously just a Life Orb, Nidoqueen, and then this is actually my Toxic Protecting Magnezone. So anyways, let's go look for a battle, see what comes up. Searching. Best part of the video right here, guys. Right here. Just like pause for a moment and take it in. Alright. Oh, great. They have a Liepard. I hate Liepards so much. I hate them so much. He could send out... If I send out my Ambipom, he's either going to send out... He could send out the Chandelure, or he could send out the Liepard just to get Taunt and Torment and all that lovely stuff that everyone loves. So, this is a tough decision. If he brings out the Chandelure, then, oh god, my team does not work around Chandelures very well. Just gonna say that now. So... You know what, I'm gonna go into my Nidoqueen. He's probably gonna go into... Oh no. Okay. He brings... I totally predicted that, guys. He brings out the Milotic. I honestly did not see that at all. So, this puts me at a disadvantage because I'm already behind. But I'm just gonna bring out my Mew to see what he does, because Mew's pretty bulky, and I really don't have a special defensive guy, really, other than my Mew. So, yeah, he gets a burn. That's wonderful, but, Synchronize burns it right back. If... I don't know how this guy's gonna play, because he could switch... He could switch out straight into the Chandelure, and then it'll be who's faster, but... If I go for a... I don't want to get greedy with a Nasty Pot, either. Okay, yep, here comes a Zapdos. I went for a Nasty Plot, so that's alright. Alright. Since these are usually specially defensive, so the Size Shock will hit for physical defense, so probably won't see that coming. Okay, it's just gonna Volt Switch. Well, whatever, I don't think nothing really appreciates it except the Liepard, so he might even just go into the Liepard. Nope, he going to the Tangrowth. He's gonna take that Size Shock. So yummy. It can't take another for sure. Well, hopefully this thing can't. Is he gonna stay in though? Cause if he switches out, he can get Regenerator if he's running Regenerator. And if he switched out, where could he go? He could go into a multitude of things. I think that I'm just gonna go for the Giga Drain? No, you know, I'm just gonna go for a Dark Pulse. Nothing really wants to take a Dark Pulse. Alright. The Liepard, though, that still does a huge amount of damage, considering. Does it have Sucker Punch? Do Liepards even get Sucker Punch? Oh god, this is what I mean by I'm not the best Wi-Fi battler. Well, if it has Sucker Punch, or even if it has Foul Play, I'm just gonna go into my Swampert just to see what it wants to do, and then I could set up rocks from there, seeing what it wants to do. See what he does though, because this is kind of a tough spot. Because I could really bring in anything against him, and if he could double switch here and be like soup to swamp. But no, I'm just gonna bring my Swampert. Oh great. Okay, yeah, they do carry Sucker Punch. I probably would have died. Now will it go for the taunt? It could go for the taunt right here. He could go for the taunt, or he could switch out into Tangrowth, which is why I pack Ice Punch. If he goes for taunt, I'm just gonna go for Ice Punch. Okay, he switches out into the Zapdos. I'm just gonna hit that with an Ice Punch. That works out well too, if he brings that in or not. Oh, cause he was gonna. This thing probably carries Defog, I bet you. So he could have used that if I went for Stealth Rocks, but I didn't. So suck on that, Zapdos. Now what can we do from here? From here we can set up the Stealth Rocks. Yeah, he's just gonna roost. Well, now he's kind of forced to go for a defog right now if he wants the rocks out of the way. So, I can take this chance to go into something or just to get more damage off. I think I'll take this chance to go into my Nidoqueen. Yep, there we go. That toxic though. Okay, well he just forfeits because we were pretty much kicking his butt. Honestly, I got kind of lucky there. Like, I knew he was gonna do, even if I was predicting the defog, but like really anything that he used, my Nidoqueen could really take it pretty well. So, yeah, he forfeited. I think I'm gonna get another just because he forfeited. So, let's try another. I don't know if I'm pushing it right now. Searching Beth part. Alright, this team. This looks like a very, very bulky team. Right here. And then he has like then he has a special attacker and a physical attacker. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Okay, well if I lead out with my Ambipom, which is probably very obvious, then like he walls my Ambipom very well with this team. So Ambipom won't really come in use that much, so I guess yeah, here comes the Aerodactyl. I don't think Aerodactyls are the most bulky thing. All I know is that people like to Mega Evolve with them and then wreck balls because they're super fast Pokemon. But okay, yeah, it still does a really good amount of damage, and he's gonna flinch. That's good. What could I do? No, I'm just gonna try to get off as much damage as possible on this annoying thing. Alright, another one's obviously gonna take it out. I really don't care if he switches. I would switch if I were him. Or he could just attack me. Maybe I'll save Ambipom for later, and I'm just gonna go to my Swampert. I don't know if that's a bad play. Nope, okay. Since he attacked us, I'm pretty bulky right here. I'm gonna set up my own Stealth Rocks. Okay, never mind. That was pretty stupid. Well, he played well there, and he went for the taunt. Probably should have seen something like that coming. Well, now what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go into the Tangrowth? Or is he gonna... He could do many things. Like, Ice Punch is pretty effective against his team, it seems. He could... Honestly, I'm just gonna go for the Ice Punch. I don't know what he's gonna do. Okay, he's just gonna stay in. Well, Ice Punch should take that out. There's Aerodactyl down. That's good. That threat down. Or what's that even his Mega? If that's not his Mega, then it's probably the Blastoise, I bet. Anyways, here comes the Tangrowth. It's probably gonna... It's gonna Leech Seed, Power Whip, or Knock Off, and I don't like any of those. I'm just gonna go into my Magnezone though to take whatever he has to do, really. Oh god, okay, Knock Off. Yeah, see, nah. Well, I don't have leftovers, but Will he predict the Toxic? I could use Toxic on this thing, or I could just go straight on the offensive, because he has a decent weakness to Bug, actually. So I'm just going to go straight for it. Nope, he's going to Protect. That's fine with me. He's just going to see what I was going to do. So if he thinks I'm going for a Signal Beam, I'm just gonna use it again. Whatever he switches into, he switches into. Yeah, because this thing is probably the best choice just because I could, if I used Toxic, then that would have been, he could have taken that. And, okay, I got really lucky there. I confused him and got the critical hit, so that's pretty nice. Pretty sure these things carry Earthquake. I'm just gonna switch out into my Swampert. Just because he is... Okay, hurts himself Confusion too. He had a very unlucky couple of plays right there. I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rocks, so he's obviously going to switch. So I'm going to set up my Stealth Rocks. I'm going to go back to my Magnus Zone. If he uses Leech Seed, then he uses Leech Seed. Nothing really else I could do. There's probably a better play, and I'm just not seeing it. But anyways, yeah, there's a Leech Seed. I saw that from 1,000 miles. What will he want to do now? He could protect. Or if he could protect or predict the switch, in which I'm just going into my Mew. And he could set up another Leech Seed. Oh no, he's just gonna protect. Okay, it's good. See, if he predicted the switch, he could have gone for another knockoff, or he could have gone for another Leech Seed, really. But, I'm just gonna go for Nasty Plat. See what he's probably gonna, yeah, he's gonna knock off this turn, that's fine with me. Now, I'm just gonna go for Dark Pulse. Nobody wants to really take one, and I get another crit. Okay, pretty lucky there. But that shows me that, well, the thing is that those aren't really... They're physical bulky, not special bulky. I don't think that they have the great special bulk, and that shows that it just would have had a solid 2-hit KO anyways. So, I don't know if that mattered too much, but, okay, this thing, oh god. This thing might one-shot me. It probably will, because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is a bad play or not, but I think I'll take this turn to just fodder off the Envy Palm just because he's not really that much in use. Okay, he's just gonna U-turn. Okay. I probably could have lived that, honestly. I probably could have lived that with my Mew. And then whatever he switched out into, I could have hit pretty hard with the Dark Pulse. Should have just done that, but... Anyways, he predicts that pretty well. Goes for the U-turn, and he's gonna bring in his Metagross. Let's go for the Fake Out. Get damage off of this thing. I know I'm gonna hurt myself with Life Orb, but screw it. I'm just gonna go for the Fake Out. And it's gonna hit anything decent, resisted. And here, I carry the Fire Punch. This is the reason why I carry Fire Punch. Like, I had an extra slot, and, you know, they're Steel types, and then they're Tangrowths, which are physical walls, and then they're Ghost types, like Gorgeous, or whatever the hell that's named, and Frostlass. And so, Fire Punch can come in use, because it catches them off guard, and it won't kill, but it's just really good to have damage off on this thing. So he's obviously going to kill me here, but at least I got pretty good damage off. Then I think that I can bring in my Hitmonlee from here. Like, the Slowbro could probably deal with it, but, you know, I'm just going to go for Fake Out, because this is normal gem. So, yeah, he's just going to flinch anyways. Is the Earthquake? I don't think he would want to bring in his Hydreigon, so I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. Yeah, that's obviously going to take him out. And there we go. All he has left is Hydreigon, Blastoise, and Slowking, which yeah. This guy's obviously gonna one-shot me if I stay in, but will he predict? You know, I'm just gonna go into the Magnus Zone. It's really the safest play. He could just go for a Scald too if he's bluffing the Psychic. There are multiple possibilities here. But yeah, I'm just gonna go to my Magnus Zone, see what he wants to do. Yeah, he's just gonna Psychic. Alright, it's pretty obvious. And he gets a special defense drop. That's wonderful. And I don't have any more leftovers, so they knocked it off. I'm just gonna go for Toxic. Toxic is always good on anything, really. And since that Metagross is out, I have free reign to Toxic whatever I want. Here. So let's see what he's gonna do. I don't know what he is. He could go for a Scald here. Maybe I should have just gone for straight for the Thunderbolt. Or even the Signal Beam. You know, maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight for... the Thunderbolt, just because if he switches into the Hydreigon, then it'll still do decent damage, even though it's not very effective. I can hit his team pretty hard with this right now. Or he's just gonna take forever to make a decision. Okay, while we're waiting for him to make a decision, how's everyone's life been going? You guys like heard about Smogon, right? And all the criticism that's going towards them, like with the weird tier stuff that they're doing, and all the I don't know, the tier systems are kind of messed up. And like people are complaining about that. Like they made this new tier called the BL tier, or we're gonna nickname it the BLT because it's so tasty. And the BLT is like, wait, why do I already chose a move? Like BLT is like basically they moved up Pokemon from UU that they thought were too dangerous for UU into the OU tier, but they're not really the sharpest Pokemon in the OU drawer. So they're not used that much in OU in the first place. So I don't know, it's weird. Like they moved Weavile up into the BL tier, and I find it kind of potent this because Weaviles weren't that hard to counter in the first place because they're so frail. Like sure they have high attack, but if you have a wall that could take one hit and then just wreck, then there you go. You have your work set out for you. Or if you just have a priority move, then yeah. But I don't know, but they also moved Mega Gardevoir up. I don't know, I found that, like, I guess that makes sense just because Mega Gardevoir was kind of wrecking. But, that, like, I don't know, there are Pokemon that I think that, oh, great. Of course it doesn't record when I go for the Toxic. Why would it? I mean, when I go for the Thunderbolt. Why wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, I should have just went for Thunderbolt in the first place. Well, anyways, I don't know, I feel like I had a match earlier, and it was against a Thundurus, and like Tornadus terrain, like T, and it just wrecked. I find that so hard to counter. What am I gonna do to it? Like honestly, there's really nothing I could have done to it. Like I feel like that thing's way too powerful. If it has an Assault Vest, then it just kills. If it's Scarfed, it kills. It's so good, and it has Regenerator, which I find very strange. But anyways, he just stayed in with his Slowking there, and we were able to take it out. I'm just gonna go for a close combat here. Just try to get as much damage off on this thing as possible. We get a good chunk off on that. Blastoise is a pretty bulky Pokemon, so that was pretty good. Time to bring in the Giga Drain Mew. What? Here come the Giga Drain. Oh man, that's great. The Giga Drain, so unexpected. I pretty much carry Giga Drain for stuff like Swampert and Quagsire and those lovely Pokemon. But yeah, like I saw it on a video and it was hilarious. This guy was not expecting it at all, and what happened was hilarious. Well, anyways, I think I'm able to handle this pretty well if he doesn't one-shot me. Okay, yeah, Ice Punch is gonna do a lot of damage. And then, the question is if Nidoqueen can live a hit. I'm pretty sure Nidoqueen should be able to, because it's at full health, but I don't know. He could get a crit. Anything can happen. Let's see. Nope, okay, yeah. GG. Good match. So, yeah, I hope you guys like this first live commentary that I ever did. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll probably do more in the future and get better at Wi-Fi battling. And yeah, thanks for watching.